Hey everybody, Wolf here. It is Friday the 13th in January 2017. So, I'm going to try something slightly different here. I'm going to go over a few of the things that have been trending through the week or recently and see how that goes. The first one I'm going to go over is the biggest story that I've seen trending through Facebook and Twitter most especially, given that is where the story is located. And it is about Tomi Lahren. Tomi had a few of her tweets, quite a few of her tweets, from back in her college days retweeted out. So these were somewhere between the ages of 19 and 21, 22. The tweets themselves, they seem very normal for a college student, even by today's standards. Without real context, they can be taken any which way you want. I never knew Tomi Lahren. I still don't know Tomi Lahren. Therefore, I cannot make an assumption call on who she is or who she was. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Mine personally does not exist. I'm not going to have an opinion on this one whatsoever. The basic story is that the tweets made her look very, very liberal back in the day, and then less than 2 years after leaving college, she is now the poster child for the Republicans, for conservatism. And people are calling her out for being a fake or a fraud, for pandering to the public to try and make money. Again, can't really knock somebody for doing that if that is what she's doing. But she has come out and she did a Facebook Live explanation on what was going on with some of these tweets. I will link you to the video below. And let me know what you think about that one. The next one, this is for all you sushi lovers out there. Apparently, salmon caught in the US have been found to be infected with a tapeworm. Now, I say apparently because while I'm reading this, you will notice one simple little point in the story. Okay? So, the tapeworm, known as Diphylloboreum nehocanese, I think I just murdered that one, but okay, has caused thousands of infections in the Asia Pacific since 2008. Okay, so that's not America. But according to a Washington Post report, researchers have now determined that raw salmon caught in North America may be at risk of contracting the tapeworm infections as well. Now, there has been an increase in the popularity of eating raw fish. My wife is one of those people who enjoys raw fish. I personally do not. And so, fish has been imported from all around the world, and that could lead to some of it falling into the water, I guess, and causing it. Now, the study concluded that salmon from America and Asian Pacific coasts and elsewhere pose potential dangers for people who eat these raw fish. The researchers studied 64 wild Pacific salmon. Count that. 64. They found the tapeworm in a single pink salmon that was caught near Hope, Alaska. Now, when they say 64, do they mean they only did 64 fish, or do they mean they did a broad spectrum of 64 fish, but several different ones, and only one of these salmon showed the infection? That is a very small number, so the risk does seem to be extremely minimal. The reason why they put this out, apparently, was to alert parasitologists and medical doctors about the potential danger of human infection with this long tapeworm resulting from the consumption of infected salmon. Okay, so for those of you who like to eat your fish raw, who like sushi and stuff like that, there's your warning. It could happen to you. Just be prepared, and if you see anything out of the ordinary, feel anything out of the ordinary, maybe consult with your doctor. They'd know a heck of a lot more than I'm going to know about this. Even so, it does seem to be a very small number right now, but things could change. Now for an unusual heist story. Police in Marietta, Oklahoma are looking for two thieves who apparently stole a pair of life-sized stuffed animals after smashing in the window of a flower shop. There is footage. I will link you to it. It's probably the weirdest thing I've seen for Friday the 13th. Definitely not the worst. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to finish this on a down note. This is not a story I really want to go into too much detail. But I kind of agree with them on this one. A young lady, a 12-year-old, live streamed her suicide. Apparently, she did the entire thing, 42 minutes, preparing up to and explaining why she's doing this. She claimed in the video that she had been sexually assaulted by a family member and then went on to commit suicide on the live stream. Now, people have made copies of the video. They have been posting the video, and for those of you, those of them who use advertisements, they're making money out of this. I'm not going to link to the video. I'm not going to give any of that. If you do know of this video, let me know, because I would like to urge that they take them down as well. It's definitely not something that should be out there on the internet. Yet she live streamed it, but she never intended for it to be recorded. That is, other people taking advantage of a sad situation. If there's any more information on this, it hasn't come out yet. Most of the story is more about other police forces and countries calling for this to be taken down. The odd thing is, no friends or family reported this happening. In fact, the officers were actually notified by the California Police Department. This takes place in Cedartown, Georgia. So somebody notified, or maybe one of the officers caught the live stream, but somebody notified the police in California, who then passed the message on to Cedartown, Georgia. I commend the California police for jumping on this one quickly, and Cedartown, Georgia, who got there as fast as they could. They were unable to save the girl, but they did do their best. It's not like this is something we look out for in this world, in this day and age. I guess we should. But personally, I don't go around looking to see if someone is live streaming a suicide or a crime. There are people who will do that. There are those who are deeply in need of help, who are planning on committing suicide, who may live stream. If you ever catch one of these live streams, I urge that you immediately contact the police, because this is somebody who needs help. Well, everybody, that's where I'm going to close it today. I look forward to the conversations that may come out of this. Comments are on, so let me know what you think. Let's start a conversation. I'd like to know more about what other people's opinions are. And if you think there's anything that I should have covered, any news stories, you can send them to me on Twitter, and I will see what I can do for those. Anyway, ciao for now.